Hey, hello, what's up? Do you know what? I'm realizing that this crazy, chaotic, beautiful adventure of mine, coming to Ghana without even visiting first, has been a journey that I'm truly, really proud of, like stepping into this new way of life, taking on this challenge head on without truly knowing what's going to be of it. And the thing is, what I'm realizing, you'll never truly know. You can prepare. Man prepares and God laughs. Coming to Africa, coming to a developing country, it's not going to be smooth. Even going to a country that is developed, moving from a culture that you know, somewhere that you're familiar with, to somewhere else, it's going to come with challenges, just like everything else in life. And to be honest with you,
I think it's time to subscribe.
I feel like for Black people, visiting the motherland is like a rite of passage. There's things here that you see within the environment, within the way that people culturally express themselves. It's like a common thread that we all have through African Americans, Black British, Caribbeans, African continental people, Brazilians, all of us. There's something that's within us that can't even be explained that we all carry, and it's just through our DNA. And to go to the root of that, to find yourself in Africa, I think is quite important. And I'm not saying that moving to the continent is for everyone, because honestly, the challenges are real, especially when you have been embedded in a westernized society, coming to a place where things are not so organized. It's more like organic. Come into an organic way of living after having been in such a systemized place and framing your mind to be a part of that. Honestly, it's a real challenge, and it's something that I'm dealing with now. It's not for everyone, and it shouldn't be for everyone. As I mentioned in my video, I believe it was in my 6 months update, I understand why many Ghanaians move out of Ghana every year and find refuge, for lack of a better word, in countries in Europe or in America. It's very easy to understand that once you touch the ground and once you immerse yourself in it, once you're in it beyond a holiday. Repatriating my mind has been the biggest challenge. The realest thing that I can say to you is I don't have it figured out. I just know that this was something that I needed. That even being in Ghana, a lot of the frustrations that I've had, I've felt like at times I want to go home. But then I think about my reason, my why of coming here. And it was because I was tired of the rat race and being in a system that was not built for me. It was actually built against people like me. And I was tired of it. I was tired of being in England, and 90% of the time, the weather is depressing and grey. And I was tired of seeing my fellow Black people just in the worst positions, in not everyone's in those positions, obviously, but I'm just like, for example, the way young Black boys will get targeted by the police, and the way young Black boys couldn't even have their innocence before they decide that they have to put on this hard persona because of the world that we're living in over in London in the UK. And yes, the world that we've created. I'm just waffling. I'm just tired of seeing my people just simply surviving. I'm ready for us to thrive. And us diasporans are in a unique position where we can take a little piece of change in these Western societies and apply them to make big change in Africa. Like, it's a no-brainer. I just decided to turn on the camera in order to tell you to go for your dreams. Go for your dreams. It's important. The clock is ticking and it will never stop. Time does not wait on anyone. If this is something that you want to do, put a plan together and execute. And no, your plan will not go as you so hoped. It will not go step by step accordingly, especially if you're stepping into somewhere that you have never been to before, somewhere that you've never you're going to an environment that you've not been born into, you've not been bred into. Your culture is different. It's not going to go according to plan. But take the steps anyway. Win, lose, fail, etc. Like, none of it even matters. I say nothing even matters at all. Just give yourself the chance and the opportunity to grow. That is the most satisfying part of this journey for me. That personal growth, that thing that I can pat myself on the back and say, girl, you had a vision. You've had this vision since you were a teenager that you wanted to be in a melanin-rich country. You wanted to live there, and you've done it. You've been here for 6 months. Well done. When I first had visions of coming here and I could see that it could actually be a reality, I thought that, maybe I'd want to be in Ghana and I'd want to develop land and I'd want to cultivate crops and I want to build a school or I want to build this magnificent house and stuff. And I don't know. I don't know anymore. It would be ridiculous and crazy of me to not see the opportunities here because they are endless, and so many different types of people are taking heed of these opportunities. The Chinese, the Indian, the Lebanese, they don't come to Africa for healing. They don't come to Africa for self-development and growth in the same way that we as melanin-rich people from the diaspora do. They come here and just are able to thrive in business because they haven't got nothing that they need to heal identity-wise. But let me tell you that as well, like the healing identity-wise, it's been real. And when I say that, what I mean is that I know for me, a reason that I wanted to come to live in a melanin-rich country and why I chose Ghana was because I felt like something was missing. I felt like something was missing in the sense that even me being the first of my father's children to be born in the UK, my older siblings have Jamaican accents. So they're even, they've been raised in a melanin-rich country. And me being raised in the UK and my schooling was mixed, but for some reason I would be the one black girl in the class full of white girls. I don't know why I say that, but oh yeah, I felt like something was missing. And being here taught me that there's nothing missing. There's nothing missing. Like, I really appreciate Black British culture so much now. I honestly think it's so beautiful, like who we are, what we've become, how we express ourselves. I appreciate, like everybody else in the world does, African American culture. And I don't think that there's anything that is missing from us. It's like you come here for healing, but realize that you're healed, that you will forever be healing, that the broken pieces were just an illusion in your head. Because of the fact that we know that we came to these places by way of force, because that's been drummed in our head, it's like we take for granted the fact that we overcame it and that we're still here. There's power in that. I don't know. It's a perplexing thing. But I say all of this to say to you, go for your dreams. You'll just realize so much about yourself, something that can never be taught by anyone else, something that you can't learn watching me through the screen or anybody else. Just take the steps. The money will come. the money will go. But the opportunities won't always be here. It's not always going to be so easy and so simple to come to Africa, to come to Ghana or Tanzania or Mali or Botswana or Kenya or Burkina Faso or South Africa or Ethiopia or Eritrea. It's not going to be so easy to do that anymore. The longer you wait, the harder it will get. And right now, honestly, I remember when I was told the rent for living here for a year, I said, hey, I heard about it in 2024. I said in 2024, it would be crazy of me not to try and figure out life here, to go for a dream that I've always wanted. And I'm glad I took that step, even though I learned that, hey, the rent is cheap, but the furniture still be costing what it costs in the UK. The food at times can cost what it costs in the UK in the supermarkets. I know. See, like, there was a part of me that thought I could come to Ghana and just be living like a Ghanaian, but I figured and I learned things about me that I no longer feel guilty about. It's a strange one. I no longer feel like I have to be like pro-black, blackety black, because I know who I am. That's been quite perplexing, but healing within itself. I feel free. And I know that the world is my oyster now. So don't be surprised if you see me just turn up in Bali, or I know that I want to travel to other African countries, so you'll see me in those places with time. But don't be surprised. Don't be surprised. Honestly, the world is yours. It's yours to create. Just go for it. Go for it. Don't be afraid, especially if God has placed something in your heart. I'm not talking about following trends. When I came to Ghana, or when I made a decision to come to Ghana, there was more content on the internet about, how beautiful Ghana is and how peaceful it is and everything is just so amazing over here and it's so wonderful and it's cheap to live here and blah. And when I got here, I got a rude awakening. I was surprised to see that all the videos that I'm seeing popped up now are, I moved from Ghana. I'm leaving Ghana. And I'm like, huh? You know when you arrive to a club and it's like the party's done? That's what it felt like. But then I had to be reminded that my decision wasn't based upon those people. My decision was based upon, in reality, it was based upon I wanted to move to Africa. I didn't know what African country I wanted to go to. I had explored Tunisia, Senegal, and Kenya. I loved Kenya and Senegal. However, I didn't have the connections that I have in Ghana. So I decided to go somewhere that I at least know a few people. I at least can speak English. To my surprise, again, the English is not English in how I thought the English would English. But that's even a beautiful thing, because it's forcing me to learn the language. It's forcing me to make that decision. So yeah, if something's in your heart, go for it. If it works out, great. If it doesn't work out how you envisioned, that's great too. Because the growth that you would have had as a person, the fact that you won't be living with regret that will be eating away at you when you're working your 9 to 5, waking up at 5 o'clock in the morning to go and travel on a train in the dark, going to work from 9 to 5, getting back home in the dark and not even having the ability to spend times with your friends and your family because maybe you've even got a night job to go to. to fulfill the lifestyle that you're used to, living in the UK without feeling scared because if you don't pay the rent this month, everything is over. If you're tired of living that life, give something else a try. There's plenty of options. Ghana might not be it for you. Ghana might not even be it for me. Who knows? But it's something. And I will forever be grateful for Ghana. Forever. I hope you enjoyed this video. I thought, you know what, let me just get what's on my chest out of my chest. If you are interested in moving to Ghana, I've created an ebook, Moving to Ghana with Purpose, because as I've mentioned a million times, this was something that was in my heart. I done it with purpose. And that ebook shares information on how I moved to Ghana, like the expenses of getting here and the expenses of furnishing the house with just the basics, because I've not even finished furnishing it. Just the things that I needed, the necessities. And it also talks about the cost or the predicted cost that I have for the rest of the year. So it could be useful for you. So I hope you enjoyed this video. I hope you like the fit, like the yellow and the blue, you know, they're contrasting. I am Adanish, Queen of Heart, and this is Art Alchemy, the art of transformation. Peace on the increase.